So guys, welcome back to another video, right? In this video, I'm going to be going over how I've been trading gold for for the last past couple of weeks. Yeah, I think a week, 2 weeks now. Because on gold, I've been bearish all throughout, I think since Friday last week, July, yeah, since Friday, I think. Yeah, is last week or is the upper week? I can't really remember. Now, gold has been bearish, right? Let's ignore some of the things that is happening at this back here because a lot of people will be like, this is a zone here, then this zone, because of this zone, they expect gold to keep buying all the way to God knows where they are trying to aim for, sure. But that's not the real approach or the best way to approach it. Even if you were to use this POI or consider this zone here as anything to influence the market, right? So market moves in two ways, two series. Correction, impulse, correction, impulse, correction, then the impulse. Sorry, yes. Correction is this pullback, impulse is this move, correction is pullback, impulse is this move, correction, then impulse. Now, gold has done correction, right? That's where it reacted from this zone right here. Now, I'm not really going to go too deep into this because majority of the things that I'm going to say here, I'm not really going to explain them to like the toe or like to the very, very end because most of them or most of the things is for my mentorship students thereabout. So if you would like to like get mentorship or anything like that, my Telegram handle will be in the description. Right. And most of these setups or most of the things that I'm going to show here, I sent them to my Telegram channel. That one you can join. The link is going to be in my bio or in the description, depending on the platform. If it's YouTube, it's going to be in the description. And if it's on TikTok, it's going to be on my bio. Then you copy from there, then paste on your browser. Then you should load from there. Right. So back to the main topic. Now, gold did the correction move, which is here, right? This is a correction. Then what we'll be expecting after the correction, the impulsive move, right? So people buying gold, thinking that gold will break this high and keep going. You're wrong because you are trying to turn a correction move into an impulsive move. Now, following the main flow of the market, sorry, that's this main downtrend has been occurring or going on here for the longest time, which is this, then this fold, then this trigger, then what you'll be expecting this flow to get taken out. Today is Friday, right? That I'm recording this video. So what I anticipate market should do, or is most likely to do, is not should do because our job is to react to the market, not predict the market. Either price is going to pull back into this zone here, that's into this zone and sell off, or it's going to pull back into here and sell off, or it's going to pull back into here and sell off. Either way, you cannot do nothing without getting the reversal concept, right? Now, when gold pulled into here, that's this zone right here, it did not really start reacting directly from there, right? It dipped in a little bit. So I'm going to refine it. Now, on refining it on the 4-hour time frame, what do we have? We have this other block here. That's here. Then that's it here. I know most of you know by now, I use structure indicator to trade. It's like additional part of the my system, right? It makes analyzing very easy. I feel like it makes up like 70 to like 65% to 70% of my entire strategy is this indicator, right? It simplifies it in the end of the day. So now when price triggered this zone here, what am I supposed to be looking for? I'm supposed to be looking for the reversal concept. That's what the MSS. I'm not really going to go too deep into this. That's something like this. Then price will trigger and to start selling from there, right? So now on the 2-hour time frame, what do we have? We can also spot on the 1-hour time frame though. It's just that on the 1-hour time frame, the indicator starts to get a little bit cloudy and messy, but it shouldn't be hard if I've explained how to use it for you. But so I'm just going to stick to the 2 hour time frame for this illustration. Now, on the 2 hour time frame, what do we have? We have an inducement, I say inducement, MSS, which is structure change or change of character, depending on whatsoever lingo you choose to call it, right? Then the inducement or liquidity, like I said, whatsoever way you choose to call it, is all the same thing. Now, after getting that too, we've gotten the structure part of the strategy. Now, the strategy is two ways, right? Three things involved in this strategy: the structure part, then the inducement, IDM or liquidity, and then the point of interest. But above all comes what? The bias. Don't let this be out. So we've done the bias, which is sell. Then now we are on to structure. Structure says MSS has happened here, or change of character has happened there. So where's this MSS? Now we've gotten the MSS, we've gotten the inducement. Then what are we looking for? The POI, the nearest POI that has not been mitigated, which is this zone right here. Now, price has triggered this zone. What are we going to be expecting? From here henceforth, we are looking for double break of structure down till this zone gets taken out. Now, first double break of structure that happened here, price missed it. I remember this very clearly. I was not only the one that he missed a lot of my friends as well. So double break of structure appeared on the 5 minutes time frame. This is why I say this indicator is very, very good. Right? See how he's marking out things. But if you don't know how to use it, you're going to get lost using it. Right? Now, what do we have here? We have first break, one candle broke this zone and this zone. So it's a valid double break of structure. Then what do we have? We have the nearest POI being this breaker block right here. Now, that's this here. Now, what happened? Price proceeds to miss it. Right? So if I had entered directly from here, how would I have done it? I would have waited for price to close below here, right? If I was active when this thing triggered, I would have taken it, but I think I was not active that day. So I did not really, sorry, wrong one. So I did not really take the trade directly from there. So that's entry like this. You can also refine it down to this breaker block right here, but it's all the same. There's a reason I'm not entering directly from this POI, and why my entry is direct is from the body of that week, though I'm not going to be going into or explaining that details here. Now, what do we have? Price triggered and is selling beautifully, right? So this alone would have given us 19R. It has not really hit TP, but by the time it hits TP, that's 19R already. So as of this first swing low, as of this first swing to the downside, that's this first one, would have been up 12R already. So yeah. The next is this top break of structure, which price miss right there. Right. So after that, what are we expecting? We're still looking for double break of structure until price takes out that low. Then we wait for another structure, then another buyer, sorry, then structure, then inducement, then POI. Next structure we have is what? The first break of structure, which is BOS. Then the second structure, which is here, being what? The double break of structure. DBOS. Yep, that's this. Now, after that, what do we have? We have the inducement. That's this right here. Then POI. Now, looking at it from the 30 minutes time frame, where would have been the perfect POI? It would have been here. That's this breaker block right here. Right. So what do? I refine it. Now, if you refine, what do you have? We have this zone being the perfect zone. That's all this zone right here. I'm just going to stay from here all the way up to that zone right there. Now, initially, I got stopped out on this trade because this is not the zone I used. Right? I'm not going to come here and be lying to you guys because this is a trade review and recap. That's this breaker block, which I got stopped out quite all right. I entered from there. My SL was, I think, around here. Yeah. Then I got stopped out on this. All right, so which would mean that my TP would have been here. Sorry for the cutoff or the mix or the mess up with the network. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is bad. All right, so I had to change Wi-Fi. Now this setup here, we got stopped out. Right, then price started going in my favor, which is not a problem considering the fact that we still have floating trades. That's this first one running, right? So that's this, then here like this, which is not wrong because we are at this point we still have floating 4R, which is very decent. Right now, this particular setup, I got stopped out on silver as well on it. Right, I remember silver very vividly. I wanted to make a lot of money with silver using this setup, but silver did not work out. That's this double break of structure. This is another style of double break of structure. That's this, then inducement. Then the POI I used was, I think, here. Yes, on the 15. Where's the 15 minutes time frame? It was clear on the 15 minutes time frame. Was this breaker block? I didn't use it. Was this breaker block right here I used, right? And price took me out. That's sales from here, then entry just above there. Let me shift this because this is getting in my way. That's entry just above there. Then we have targeted full TP. I think full TP self of this same low, which price, if it had not taken us out, would have not hit SL up until hit TP. You get. So that's that for that. So on gold review, let's get back to it. So price stopped me out there as well. Now after this happened, gold started buying impulsively. That's this, right? Which will make people think that, okay, as of now, gold is bearish, is bullish now, right? I know a lot of people would have made money from the buys because, of course, we can make money buying and both selling, right? But the reason why I did not even bother buying in the first place was because there was no context behind it on the daily time frame. It did not trigger this daily POI and it's not reacting from this daily breaker block. So it was just randomly buying from a random zone. You get. Now, what do we anticipate now is to look for another zone that price should possibly start selling off of from, which of course we got just that, right? So I'm going to be taking this out, then clearing this, right? As I think this is the BOS. Yes, this. Now, the structure says here's a change of character on the 4-hour time frame. So this is going to be changed to another MSS, right? Now, after the MSS, what do we have? We have this as inducement. That's this right here. And bear in mind, we are still looking to sell gold until this low gets taken out, right? So that's yeah. Let me even show you one more thing. That's the silver. I think that stopped me out. Where is it? With silver. I'm coming. I'm sending the image to my Telegram. Let me show you guys. Does this trade right? I think this thing happened beginning of the week. Yes, that's this setup right here. This one. This is it. I got stopped out. Then price flew to TP. That's the silver, right? So, yeah, that's evidence because we have to practice what we preach, right? To tell that that's what I do, and the system works perfectly. Now, what do we have here? We have this 15 minutes POI, which is this right here. Now, this POI varies. You can just mark out all the way to this. Then price pulled in into that POI, right? Then what are we looking for? Now that we've been bullish for a very long time, what are we anticipating? The reversal concept for a sell, right? Now, what do we do? On the 15 minutes time frame, we got that right here, which is this structure saying that here's an MSS, right? It shows BOS, but the rules for structure changes at certain points though, you get. But I'm not going to really be going deep into that topic here. Then this is the inducement. Then what do we have? The POI being this breaker block right here. But I used the 5 minutes for this setup, right? I remember this setup very clearly. That's where is it? Then yes, yeah, I used this breaker block right here. That's this. So the entry was from here. That's this cell right here. Then I think SL was right above here, because I know I didn't get stopped out on this trade. Then the TP initially is this low, right? But we are going to be targeting the closest drawn liquidity. Now if you look at this very clearly, this is the closest drawn liquidity, which is this trend line liquidity right here. So that's where the first TP would be, right? Now this setup is another 11R, right? Now inside this you can be looking for entry to keep selling, but I don't think I know vividly well, I can remember vividly well that price did not give any entry inside there, right? So the gold is that's, I think, wait, I'm looking for the before of that trade. Okay, that's this one right here. So that's this, right? So this is it. This is the before. This is when price triggered it, right? Then this is it selling, right? So yeah, to the first TP. Now this is on Friday. I remember this setup being on a Friday. Yes, then the market closed bullish. It closed around here, then opened on Monday with started spiking to the downside. I started looking for entry, right? And price did not give any. It did not give any entry as of that time that I was looking for entry on Monday. Yes, it didn't give any entry on Monday. Then rolling into Tuesday, I think, yeah, price did this. It spiked down, taking out this TP. Then it started buying impulsively. Now, people would have started buying, looking to take out this high, forgetting that, okay, gold is overall bearish, right? Now, what do we have? We have another double break of structure, which is first break, second break right here. I'm not really going to be going into this system that much, though, you get, but there's a double break of structure right there. Then this being inducement, then this being POI, the POI for the setup, right? On gold, I also remember sending this out to my Telegram channel. Okay, I got a scalp on gold though, this, but price missed it. As you can see, it was a double break of structure, then price missed it, but price reversed. I think after doing like 15R, it reversed. Then this was when I got the bias for gold, XAU, and silver, XAG. That's the sell bias that will continue selling even after the impulsive move had happened. And people called me a madman for still looking for sells, you get. But we trusted structure over our own what's he calling it, over the main pressure, the current move, instead of looking at the overall move. Now that price has triggered this, I did not enter directly. What did I do? I looked for a double MSS, right? Then I entered from the MSS, which is right here. As you can see, we have the MSS being this. The indicator has helped us mark it out, very cleanly. Then the inducement being this right here, Now after that, I know would have say enter from the time frame, that I analyze, because most times I scale down to lower time frame to look for POI, but majority of the time price will give you your POI on the same time frame it gave you the structure and inducement, you get. But on this particular trade, I scaled down to the 5-minute time frame, which is the structure would have been this. Yes, so this was where I initially entered from. As you can see, price triggered, gave a reaction, then pulled back, then started selling from there, right? So this trade was, I think, a 5 hour, right? But following that time frame rule stating that price will always pull back, this is where I should have entered from, which is still correct though, because price ended up pulling into that zone. Now for that we have this right here. Firstly, price missed. I thought that price had gone and is not pulling back into that zone. This is for silver as well, the same structure. We got the same thing for silver. Silver triggered, gold did not trigger immediately, right? So that's this, and price has been selling ever since. So that would have mean that I would have entered from somewhere like here, the SL just above this. This is like a 5 hour. I'll say target the current structure for a 6 hour, right? So this would have been the setup we caught using only sells on gold. That's following the main buyers, right? Now I call few trades on silver as well. I'm just going to be giving like one silver trade. I think the last trade I caught for the ending to end the week off, right? Now on gold, we got a double break of structure here. That's first break being this week, then second break this, then inducement right here. Now this inducement triggered this POI, right? What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be going to the higher time frame, and the higher time frame states that there's a full POI here. This is on the 15 minutes time frame. There's a full POI here, which means we could have also sold gold from here. We have entered for a short SL here, then TP at the same low, right? Bear in mind the minimum R I target is 5 hour. Then anything above 5 hour or 5 hour on the dot, I execute on it. As you can see, that's one, and this is TP is following the buyers, right? Following structure and following every single thing. That's this should be this here, right? All right, so boom, that's 1 2 3 4 5 setups selling gold. Now what's my bias on gold as of the moment? It has not taken out the low, right? So I'm anticipating that gold should pull back to this zone and sell from here. That's this sell from here. Wait, sorry. Suppose it entered this zone, and it should enter this zone and sell from here, or this zone. That's this zone right here, or this zone right here. Now we're not going to be doing anything until we've gotten what's it called, the reversal concept. Now for the last trade on silver, right, because I was expecting for silver to take out this low right here, which it did. Before it did that, on the 15 minutes time frame, what do we have? Where's this setup? Okay, that's this setup right here. We got a double break of structure, a multiple break of structure in this zone right here. First break, second break, third break, one candle. Then the next after that, what do we have? We have this inducement, which is this right here. Then the breaker block, which is this right here. So yeah, what did I do? I waited for price to pull back and close bearish, so I entered around here. Let's sell at here. Then I think it was a 5 hour setup there about. It was a 5 hour, yes. So that's this here. This was the setup for the ending of the week, right? Let me look for the before. Okay, this is it here. Okay, withdraw. This is when I withdraw, because I withdraw after every single trade, wait, sorry. Yes, this is it. When it triggered, when I newly entered it, being here, when it started moving in profit, when it hit TP, right? So yeah, that's how I traded gold and silver, right? I'm not going to go into silver breakdown, but that's how I traded gold basically all of last week. Now that's the buyers for gold, right? And for let me just quickly do a little bit bias for ETH and the rest. On ETH, I'm looking to buy ETH. Right, I'm looking for longs on ETH. I think I have marked out a potential POI, which is this setup right here. Right, and something like this. Price should pull back into here. But as for now, I'm looking for longs on ETH and BTC. Right. So I think the one I have for BTC triggered being this POI. But yeah. So hopefully this helps you in one way or the other. Right, and please leave a like on this video. Whatever platform you see it will really go a long way in helping me. So thank you for watching and see you all in the next video.